there guys, Ben here from Corner Flag Games and welcome back to episode number 7 of the Scunthorpe United Road to Glory career mode. So guys, in this episode number 7, we have started off the new season that we are now in EFL League 1. So guys, what I'm going to do is I've gotten through the pre-season tournaments already and we're just about to start our first game of the season as well. So we'll now jump into the calendar and have a look at what games we'll have on offer in today's episode. So here we go. We start off with the first game on the 2nd against Colchester United, who also came up with us. Then on Saturday the 8th against Southend. And then we get our first run in a cup, the Carabao Cup, against Brentford. Not too worried about that this season. Then we'll play Burton Albion at home in the league just a couple of days later. Then on the Tuesday against Fleetwood Town. Then a little bit of a break and we'll go up against Portsmouth. Then looking at the end of the transfer window, I've probably made all the signings that we'll need for this season. So I will unveil all those in a few moments once we get ready for our first games. Then we'll move into September, where it's another action-packed fixture full of games. So we've got a game against Coventry on the 5th, and then against Blackpool on the 8th, Hull City on the 12th, the Saturday, Lincoln City on the 19th, and to round out this episode, we'll finish up with a game against Shrewsbury on the 26th of September. Now, I don't know which games I'm going to play and which ones I'm going to simulate. I'll probably have a look at that as I go a little bit further on. But you'll know because I'll stop it and I'll let you know that we're actually playing them. Alrighty guys, so now we'll move into the transfer section so I can let you guys know on the transfer wheelings and dealings and businesses that we did for this season. And we'll start off with the only signing that we have made that was not a pre-contract. And we have picked up Anwar Mabil. We've picked him up from FC Midtjylland in the Danish league. He's a 73-year-old right wing, right mid, 23-year-old from Australia. He's on a contract of $8,800 a week. And the minute we bought him, he went up a rating and his value shot up. We paid 10.5 for him. And we've also gotten rid of one of our other players as well in a part exchange of that deal. So yeah, I will show you the pre-contracts in just a moment. Here is our first pre-contract signing that we did made. It was Augusto Batalla, 24-year-old Argentinian goalkeeper. Already gone up 3 ratings after the pre-season. And I have been doing a fair bit of training into our new pre-contract signings to getting them up to scratch. So we picked him up. Junior Tavares is another one. He hasn't gone up a rating yet, but he is a 23-year-old Brazilian left-back, 71 rated. Bailey Wright is the other Aussie that comes into the squad. He's a centre-back who can play right-back, 26 years of age. Aussie hasn't gone up a rating yet, 73 rated. Alex Diaz is the next one. Gone up 1 rating to a 74. He's a right-back, right-mid, 24-year-old from Spain. Emmanuel Caccini is the next one. He is a 23-year-old CM from Argentina. Hasn't gone up a rating yet, but he is at 74. Levi Sutton has left us. He's gone on loan to Chambly. And we'll move to the next one, which is Clayton Lewis. He's disappeared for the season as well. He's gone on loan to Blackburn. Janatip Sonkrasin is the next pre-agent that we did bring in. And he is a 26-year-old Cam centre forward. Gone up 1 rating already. He looks like he's going to be an absolute dynamo for us this season. Na Sang Ho is the next one that we've brought in. He's a striker, left wing, 23-year-old from the Korean Republic. Gone up 2 ratings already. Not bad considering that he's been in the backup brigade as well. And the final pre-contract signing that we did bring in was Eric. We brought him in from Japan as well, the 26-year-old Brazilian. Gone up 2 ratings already to a 75. He's played every game so far. He's a striker, right mid, left mid. And that rounds out all our contracts for this season. Okay guys, so we now move into the first game of the season, and it will be against Colchester United, who came up into EFL League 1 with us when we were at home in this fixture. We will be running out the first team in this game as well, as you can see there on the left-hand side, and they're playing a 4-4-2, so we'll simulate straight through this, and it is a 5-0 win, but an injury to Colclough. The injury to Colclough is only a slight one, and his sprained knee is going to be out for the next 7 days, though. And in some other news as well, Olomalo, who is a striker that we did have laying around here, we have sold him off for 1.6 million, so we'll collect the 1.1 from that into the transfer budget. Okay guys, so moving into our next game, and this one comes away to Southend United in the league. on the 8th of August. As you can see on the right-hand side, we will be running the backup brigade in this fixture. Their last game was a 2-all draw. We'll simulate straight through it, and for us, it is a 2-1 win. Okay, so another player of ours has decided to leave the club. Valenciennes have picked up a Jordan Clark. It was an excess surplus to requirement right back. They've picked him up for 1.35 million, and the board has given us the 950 back to go straight into our monies. Moving now into round 1 of the Carabao Cup, and we face off against Brentford in this fixture on Tuesday the 11th, and we will be running the backup brigade in this fixture as well. They're playing 5 at the back. This is going to be difficult for us to break down. I don't expect to win in this, but again, I don't expect to go too far into this cup run, and we get absolutely smacked 4-0. Abo Isa has accepted a 1-year loan move to Cadiz, so he will now disappear very, very shortly to go on a 1-year loan to those guys. Okay, guys, so our next game is at home against Burton Albion on Saturday the 15th. So we will sim this game as well, and we will be running out with the first team in this fixture as well. And we'll just simulate straight through it, and it is a comfortable 2-0 win for Scunthorpe. In more news, Kosogi Nathili has accepted a 1-year loan. He will move to Hellas Verona on that loan at the start of the next transfer window. In some more transfer news, it is Yassin Ben Al-Omani, one of our younger players here in the squad, has accepted a 1-year loan move to Aalborg. So he will be going on that 1-year loan in the next transfer window and will return in a year's time. Okay, guys, so we now move into our next game, which is on Tuesday, the 18th of August. It is an away game in the league against Fleetwood Town. So we will be running the backup brigade and simulating straight through this one. They miss a penalty in the first minute, which is massive, but we do run out clear victors in this one with a 3-0 win. A bit more transfer news to get through before we head into our next game, and that is Rory Watson, our now third-string goalkeeper, has been sold. He's moved off to FC Tokyo for $1.15 million, and we will collect the $825,000 from that transfer. In other news as well, Jacob Badeau has accepted a 1-year loan move. He will move to Cittadella in Italy when the transfer window opens. Alrighty, guys, so we now move into our next fixture, which is on Saturday the 29th of August. It is the end of the month, and this is a home game against Portsmouth in the league, and this is a game that we are going to actually play. So, guys, without further ado, let's get the team sorted and get straight into this game. Okay, guys, so here it is. We face off in our first actual fixture of the EFL League One, and it comes against our old RTG team, Portsmouth. Here is the Scunthorpe United lineup. It will be Carlos Caicedo in goal, the back four of Diaz, Wright, Magahi, and Tavares. Caccini and Rovira will hold up the defensive midfield with Mobile on the right, Colclough on the left, Sonkrasen through the middle, and Eric up front as the striker. Here is the Portsmouth lineup. It will be McGilvray in goal, a back four of Cannon, Downing, Gunderson, and Brown. 5 in the midfield in Evans, Morris, Close, Curtis, and Cassie, with Marquis up front as the striker. And it will be the boys, the Irons of Scunthorpe United, to get things underway. So this is really the first time that I've had a chance to really physically play with all these players. So I dare say it's probably not going to be the best game that we've ever had, as Chanatip goes all the way through. Chanatip, by the way, is Sonkrasen for you guys if you don't understand that one. But that's okay. Yeah, it's the first time I've actually played with them. So it's going to be interesting to see how we fare as Curtis bombs on down the line for Portsmouth, looking to get a cross in. He does swing one in. Caicedo punches. He could have easily caught it. You can see the corner. Corner now for Portsmouth. They're looking the early threat. Comes in short, and there it is. Marquis manages to get the better of us already through a header, and he's just picked it straight at the near post. We did have 2 players there. What the hell they were doing, I don't know. He just clearly nodded that one in at the back stick. So here it is on the replay. As you can see, it does come in. We've got a man standing there. He's between 2 players, and he still manages to get it. What the hell? Caicedo also whinged at the start of this game that he wanted to actually play it and that he thought I'd lost faith in him. So I put him in goal for this game, and he does shit like that. And that goal does come to John Marcus 7 minutes in. That's 2 for him now in the EFL League One. So it will be us after a very poor start to get things underway. I don't know what the hell happened just then, but, you know, that never should have happened. Caccini looks to go wide. Diaz all the way down for Mabil. He just puts way too much on it. Rivera straight across now into Bailey Wright, looking to push defenders on and actually get a goal here. Chanatip finds Eric, who's completely unmarked, and that is the easiest goal in the world. We managed to get one back and draw level with Portsmouth through our main striker in Eric. Bit of fantastic play here by pushing defenders up. I don't know what the Portsmouth defence was doing, but they completely lost their shape in their formation, opening up the space for Eric to receive the through ball, and he's just collectively and clinically just struck that ball in past McGilvray. The goal does come to Eric in the 25th minute, and that's 2 goals now in EFL League One for him. So it is 2 goals inside the first 30 minutes of this fixture. We are starting to look like a decent team now. I'm just, still trying to get used to them, I suppose, but it's sort of happening a lot quicker. Caccini tries to go forward, only finds Kasi on the way through. Curtis going wide now, tries to loop one in. Kasi, Marquis with the strike. It's an easy one for Kaiseda, and he's going to smash that one out and get it absolutely 150% clear. We're 5 minutes now in extra time, and there it is, ladies and gents. The final whistle for this half has been blown, and what a game it was. So we took and conceded a goal very early on in the first half, but we did break on back within the half an hour mark. And as the boys roll into the sheds at half time, it is Scunthorpe United 1, Portsmouth 1. Ladies and gents, here are the match backs at the halftime break, and on paper, it looks pretty well even. With the boys of Scunthorpe with 1 goal, 2 shots, 2 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. With Portsmouth's 1 goal, 2 shots, 2 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. We do edge out the possession battle, though, with 60% to us and 40% to Portsmouth. And we do have the higher passing accuracy with 84% to us and 78%, though, to Portsmouth. So, guys, without further ado, we're just going to smash straight on with this second half. And it will be our old Road to Glory career mode side, Portsmouth. We will kick things off in this second half, looking to solidify our lead, maybe get another goal on the board as well. We haven't been playing too crash hot. Like I said, we're still learning, but Portsmouth are throwing everything and the kitchen sink at us in this game. So can Rivera win that header? No, it falls to Tavares, who tries to flick one through. Evans just not clean on the defensive work, though. That one will go out. Portsmouth will get themselves a throw-in. Tavares will take the throw-in inside to Colquhoun. Colquhoun gets the cross in. And it's not the greatest cross in the world. We look to play backwards now. Kasi, Rivera absolutely does his man in. Sonkrasen manages to find the ball inside the box, lays it back for Eric, and Eric gets round his man and slots one in to the opposite side of the post, absolutely sending the keeper on a ride. So, guys, here it is on the replay. Sonkrasen picks it up in the box, sprays it back, and a cheeky pass to Eric, who manages to get a foot in front of his man and just plop it in between the other central defender and the goalkeeper. That's a classy goal. The goal does come to Eric in the 63rd minute. That's 3 for him now in EFL League One. Will be Portsmouth just after the hour mark to get things underway for the last 30 minutes of this half. Portsmouth, mind you, haven't played bad. They're starting to fall apart, though, in the second half, and I don't know what's attributing to that, but their passes are just not sticking, and they're giving away silly, cheap mistakes as Tavares gets absolutely wrecked, and referee says no foul as they look to spray a ball all the way forward for Evans, who manages to get in behind Magahi. It's Kasi. It's one-on-one. He takes the strike. It comes deflected off us. Kaiseda gets a hand to it. And that could have been very dangerous for us. Kasi, there's the strike. There's the deflection. Almost a handball. Kaiseda manages to get up where the spiders live and knock that one out. Brown comes in down the line. Curtis. Mabil does win it back. And this lad does have pace. The Aussie youngster. He's going to bust on down the line. Can he get the cross in? Close just comes in and absolutely wrecks him. We're going to force him to go back. It's fallen to Eric, though. We're looking for a man to run through. Eric will just literally hold on to the possession. Caccini now goes all the way wide for Ponce, who's not long checked in. Caccini with a long bomb. He takes the strike. McGilvray gets down to it. That was a very good strike by the defensive midfielder. Here it is on the replay. Caccini does get it off. It does look like it's going on the way in as well, but the keeper gets down to it. Curtis playing forward now for Morris. Morris tries to get one through. We play it through our midfield now. It is Nasang Ho who picks it up. But ladies and gents, that will do us for the first play game in EFL League One. And it is a narrow win to the boys of Scunthorpe United over our old Road to Glory team in Portsmouth. So we did come out and start relatively very poorly. But 2 goals by that man there, Eric, our number 1 striker, sees us clinch the 3 points for this game. And at the end of 90 minutes, it does finish up. Scunthorpe United 2, Portsmouth 1. So, ladies and gents, here are the match facts after our 90 minutes against Portsmouth. So, for Scunthorpe United, it is 2 goals, 5 shots, 5 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. To Portsmouth's 1 goal, 4 shots, 2 on target with a shooting accuracy of 50%. We do hold the passing accuracy stakes with 84% to us and 77% to Portsmouth, but we do drop off 6% worth of possession in that second half, finishing up with 54% to Portsmouth's 46%. Okay guys, so some really bad news and some really good news. The good news is that we're at the end of the transfer window and no more deals did we push through. The bad news is that we have a training injury on the 1st because, you know, that shit always happens. And it is our star centre attacking midfield, Chanatip Sonkrasen, has suffered a broken rib and is now going to be out for the next 2 months. Alrighty guys, so there are some issues here that we have coming into this game against Coventry on the 5th of September. Quite a number of our players are out on international duty at the moment, so it looks like we're going to be running with a bit of a mixed squad coming into this game against Coventry, but we will simulate straight through it, and it is a convincing 6-0 smashing of Coventry, but Tavares does get himself a red card. So guys, we're now going to move into our next game, which comes on Tuesday, September the 8th. This one is a home game against Blackpool. Same problems again. We still have some players out on international duty, so we'll be plugging the holes with what the computer thinks is the best. We'll simulate straight through this, and it is a convincing 2-0 win against Blackpool. Okay guys, so we're going to move into our next game, which is on Saturday, September the 12th, and this one is away against Hull City. This, guys, is also going to be a played game. So guys, well, let's get the team sorted out. Let's get in to this game. Okay guys, so here it is as we move into our second played game of this episode, and it does come against the ex-championship side in Hull City at the KCOM. Here is the Hull City lineup with Ingram in goal, the back four of Leitch, McLaughlin, DeWeese, and Elder. Two holding midfielders in O'Brien and Kraus. Toral on the right, Grzyski on the left, Ubala through the middle, and Mengias as the striker. Here is the Scunthorpe United lineup. It will be Batala in goal, the back four of Dyers, Wright, Magahi, and Tavares. Caccini and Rovira will hold up the defensive midfield with Amwamabil on the right, Colclough on the left, Grozev coming up through the middle, and Eric up front as the striker. And it will be the lads of Hull City to get things underway in this fixture. I might even look in to bring in, I don't know whether it's worth it for me to bring in a loan for the injured Sonkrasen or not. O'Brien flicking it in for Bowler. That's okay, Magahi is there. Grozev looks a bit slow on his feet though to give a ball through to Rovira. We spray one through for Eric, who's got his skates on. He's going to close the angle down, takes a strike. Ingram gets a great hand on it and puts it wide. Otherwise, that one, lads, was going in the back of the net. Here it is on the replay. You see he sorts to shape it up, change a bit of the angle, tries to lift it over the keeper's hand, but he just gets it in the way. 11 minutes in, and it is a corner for Scunthorpe. And one mobile to take it. We get the header down. It is uncontested. It comes out for the strike, and it's just over the bar by Colclough. That was a fantastic volley by the youngster. Here it is, drops on his foot quite nicely. You just can't direct it. Hit the power down to keep it underneath that crossbar. I noticed Colclough on the ball now. He's had a decent First half so far. Rivera looks to spray in one for Eric, who looks to keep possession. On through to Grozav, who takes the shot first time. He's buried it in the back of the net. And my choice of using McAtee or Grozav in that attacking midfield spot to fill in for St. Grassen has paid off, as I did elect to go with Grozav this time. Here it is on the replay. Sprays a ball through to Eric. Eric just holding back. Sprays in a ball to split the defence though. And Grozav, first time, manages to slot that one in past Inman, the keeper. And it's a fantastic ball. And the goal does come to Georgi Grozav. That's his first goal in the EFL League One. And it will be Hull to kick things off. We've only been going in this fixture for 15 minutes, but both sides have had moments here as they look to break through straight away. Tavares now looking to go all the way back to Batala. Rosicky, Crower, Bowles. And that one's gone in straight to Colcliffe. Oh, but he does lose out to John Terrell in the end. Magnius manages to run forward with it. He's starting to break wide. Tries to go for a strike, but it's well wide in the end. To find one of our players. Caccini elects to go wide. He finds an on-running Colcliffe. Colcliffe does bring it all the way back to Mabil, who takes a strike from range. And it just hits a body on the way through as Hull look to get away with it once more. Caccini elects to go on the inside. It is Eric. Inside trying to hold up is Grozav. Tries to go all the way out. Rivera does win it. It's the defensive midfielder strike, and it's over the bar in that last little bit of the first half. Here it is on the replay. Just manages to fall to him, gets a foot to it, and lays it over for a goal kick in the end. And Hull City keeper will put that one back into play, but it's not going to be enough time for them because that will do us for the first 45 minutes against Hull. Hull, probably one of the strongest sides in the league this season. They did come out and give us a run for our money in the first couple of minutes, but we did score. And as we roll into the sheds at halftime, it is Hull City 0, Scunthorpe United 1. So here are the match facts at the end of the first half. So for Hull, it is 0 goals, 2 shots, none on target with a shooting accuracy of a big fat duck. To Scunthorpe United's 1 goal, 7 shots, 4 on target with a shooting accuracy of 57%. Their passing accuracy is absolutely atrocious with 68% to Hull and 86% to the boys of Scunthorpe. And we do hold the bulk of the possession with 56% to Hull's 44%. So guys, without further ado, we're just going to smash straight on with this second half. It will be the boys of Scunthorpe United to get this game going for the second half. So we haven't really had too many defensive errors so far to speak of. I am going to try and look to get Anwar Mabil a bit more into the game. It seems that for the past 2 games he's been a bit quiet as Eric lobs in a cross. It goes to the back stick. Nobody's there to chase it. It will come out off McLaughlin for a throw-in. Goes to elect and go for a massive run. He does try and find Anwar Mabil. He does turn it back. He's looking to come on the inside. Can we find a ball through? Can we find it? It is fallen to Eric. Anwar Mabil comes to pick up the scraps. It's not going to get there though as Rivera does pick it up. And it does fall to Grozav. Looks to turn his man. Not going to happen though. Caccini, Rivera, inside to Eric. Looking to do the same. Back in to Anwar Mabil. Goes all the way through. Not going to make its intended target though. Brzezinski looks to get it forward. It falls to Rivera who pass it forward. But in the end falls to nobody. Diaz will take the throw-in. Goes into Caccini. Down wide to Diaz. We've got an onside Anwar Mabil. He's just going to run into space and have a ping himself, I think. No, he's going to elect to turn it back. Goes to the top of the box. Takes a strike. It hits the post. Grozav. Very unlucky to have hit the post there. As they look to break forward on a counter-attack. Bailey Wright is all over that, though. Manages to win play back. Grozav. He's got a bit of space out wide here. What has he got coming through here? Can he find Caccini? He does. Plays through to Tavares. Tavares goes wide to Colcliffe. Tries to bring it in on the inside. It hits a mess of bodies. Grozav does fling a leg at it in the end, but he just puts it wide. Here it is on the replay, though. Grozav, I don't know how the keeper managed to save that one. Takes out his own player on the way through. Grozav gets a foot on it, but he just edges it wide. We've gone wide as well, in through to Colcliffe. Not long now, we are in injury time. Can I get that ball forward into Eric? We do. We're going to lay it through. for Diaz, who takes the strike. But it's not going to be enough. Colcliffe smacks it back into the area. And nobody is there to win it. Caccini manages to smash a ball in, but it's not going to be enough, ladies and gents. That will do us after the end of extra time in this fixture as the managers do shake hands. We did have plenty of opportunities in that game to blitz absolutely further forward and put this game out of doubt, but in the end, it is the narrow scoreline that keeps us going. At the end of 90 minutes, it does finish up Hull City 0, Scunthorpe United 1. So, ladies and gents, here are the match facts at the end of the 90 minutes against Hull City, and it is clear to say that we absolutely dominated this fixture and still could have come away with more goals. So, for us, it was 1 goal, 12 shots, 7 on target with a shooting accuracy of 58%. For Hull City's 0 goals, 2 shots, none on target with a shooting accuracy of a big fat duck. We did claw in more of the possession with 59% finishing up with us, 41% to Hull City. They did raise their passing accuracy, though, much better in the second half, 71%. To our 87%. Okay, guys, so we will move in now to our next fixture, and this one comes in on Saturday, September the 19th. It's a home game in the EFL League One against Lincoln City. So we will be running out the first team in this fixture, and we'll simulate straight through this one, and it is a comfortable 3-0 win for the boys of Scunthorpe United. Okay, guys, now moving into our final game of this episode. We are away on the 26th of September against Shrewsbury in the EFL League One. As you can see, running out the first team there on the right-hand side. We'll simulate straight through this, and again, it is a comfortable 3-0 win against a 10-man Shrewsbury, with Eric getting himself his first hat-trick. Okay, guys, so that about wraps things up for today's episode. As you can see there, we've already gone through 10 games of this season already, and we are sitting in first place on 30 points. So, with that in mind, we will kick off the next episode on Saturday, the October the 3rd, with a home game against Crawley Town, which is probably one we're going to play due to the fact that they are our old Road to Glory career mode side as well. Apologies in... well, not in advance, but now behind for the lateness of this episode. I really do apologise. I just had no time over the weekend to get absolutely anything done. You will have also noticed that I did not live stream this weekend either. But in saying that, guys, I just want to finish up by saying thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it and leave your comments and feedback down below. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tick the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. For all those that aren't aware, please jump on and join in all the fun and in all the banter on the official Corner Flag Games Discord channel. The links will be on screen and in the description below. And for all those that aren't aware, we are doing live streams now, whether they be a chill stream of Modern Warfare, Need for Speed Heat, or whether we do the Helsingborg subscriber career mode where you guys tell me how to run the club. We do that over on Twitch and on YouTube simultaneously, so make sure that you are following on my Twitch, and make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel with the notification bell ticked to get notifications for when I go live on both those platforms. Links for my Twitch will be on screen and in the description below. And I'll be back with the next episode of the Scunthorpe United Road to Glory career mode very soon.